If you're thinking of moving to the Seattle area, this little lakeside town is not a place that comes up right away, but it absolutely should. This former sleepy little east side city called Kirkland has blown up to be one of the most desirable places to live. We've got everything from $10+ million waterfront homes to $500,000 condos. Today we're going to show you everything you need to know about Kirkland and what it's like to live here. I'm Maynard with the Wagner Real Estate Group. We've got Justin Day and our dog Kenji, of course, to show us around the city and show what it's like to be here and enjoy all things Kirkland. So let's take a look, and today we're starting in Houghton Beach Park. Tell us about it, Justin.
It's a fantastic spot. I was just mentioning that, when I drive down Lake Avenue here, it feels like you're in a completely different world. Almost feels like you're in California.
Yeah.
People are walking around shirtless, well, not females, of course, but in their bathing suits, and it's just such a cool dynamic. There's the beach volleyball courts here. In the summertime, you'll see people swimming all over here, so it really is a cool spot to hang out. And even looking around right now, there's lots of people walking around on a bright, beautiful spring day like what we have right now. Yeah, absolutely. We're showing off today. So we've got downtown Seattle there in the background. This is Lake Washington. And so to give you the lay of the land, if you don't know this area, we're starting on the southern end. Just over there is Caroline Point, which is closer to Bellevue. We're in Houghton right now. We're going to take you through over to downtown Kirkland, all the way up to west of Market, east of Market, up to Juanita Beach. Then over to the east side, we're going to end up over at Totem Lake. There's also neighborhoods like Rose Hill that you should be aware of. So we're going to take you around and show you what it's all about. All right, if you've watched our other videos about Seattle, you can tell already this is a completely different vibe and feel. Houghton Beach, and the thing about Kirkland is one of the only cities in the area that actually has a downtown right on the water. So that's what makes this Kirkland area so special, which is what Justin said, gives it that almost beachside vibe that you might see in a Southern California town. Yeah, one of the things I love about Houghton specifically, where we are right now, is it's built up on a hill here, and so you can see for several blocks there's an abundance of condos that are just kind of built up the hill, and they're all traditionally view condos, and obviously you get up on top of the hill, there's wonderful residential real estate up there. So it really is a very highly desirable place because you could live 4 or 5 blocks up the hill, and it's nothing but beautiful homes and really close proximity. So
yeah, 100%. So this area of Kirkland, Houghton, has lakeside condos. You've got some with moorage for your boat. You've got these condos here across the street, and then like Justin said,
you got beach volleyball court right here too.
You've got houses as well. Yeah. So this place is popping in the summer. Beach volleyball.
Totally.
Teenager takeover.
Yeah,
Let's call that place.
You got the beach house here too, which is a Kirkland staple. Really fantastic spot.
Yeah, the beach
Great
house
views.
bar and grill is iconic. Always busy. One of the best happy hours. You can sit out on the other side. There's a little area where you're just sitting on the water. It's kind of a little secret spot. So that's your first hidden gem of today's episode.
There you go.
Let's talk price point. For many of these view condos, depending on the size, you're probably starting at $1 million, generally on average.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, these are not inexpensive condos by any stretch. These are typically condos that are, we'll refer to them as high-end luxury style condos. Many of them are multiple floors as well. So yeah, some of them almost live more like townhouses. But yeah, we've got a lot of great options in this area if you're looking for people who are looking to downsize, people looking to go from their large, 3,000 square foot house to maybe a 1,500 to 2,000 square foot condo in a really centralized location, close to downtown Kirkland, close to the beach. Huge desirability, and that's why Kirkland has become one of the most desirable places in the Pacific Northwest.
Right, yeah. And not only that, right, we've got Google as well. So Google probably is a big reason this whole city area was transformed and really drove a lot of people who wanted to now live here on the east side in Kirkland because work was so close. It's actually
a larger headquarters than their first Google office, which is in downtown Seattle.
Yeah.
So it's a massive campus. So that's also what's driving real estate prices up here in the area. It's a big tech hub. If you go up the hill, when you're looking at single family houses, you're probably starting to look at about, $3 million for an average single family house. There's a lot of townhome development in this area. So this area is got a really good mix of condos, modern townhomes, as well as single family houses.
Yeah.
Got options for everybody. Perfect little playground here for the kiddos.
What's great about Kirkland is obviously there's been a lot of development over the years, but there still are, it's hard to say affordable options, but there still are options for people who are looking for starter homes. They're just a little harder to come by. You can find some stuff that's in that, 1 to 1.5 million range.
I mean, 1 to 1.5 million, I know it sounds like a lot, but for a starter home, but that's the case, right? Kirkland is massive, so that's why we're gonna take you on a big tour. We're closer to downtown Bellevue, where the Google campus is. So for those reasons, it's gonna be pricier, and you're also close to downtown Kirkland, right? So generally speaking, the closer you are to the major epicenters like Bellevue, here this part of Kirkland with Google, and then close to Seattle, it's gonna be pricier. But as you go into North Kirkland, you're gonna see a completely different vibe. So that's the great thing about Kirkland. When people say Kirkland, you're like, okay, well, which part of Kirkland?
Yeah. It is such a huge area for sure.
All right, this is totally a walker's paradise, a dog's paradise. We're at another park here in Kirkland. This is David Brink Park. What are we, like a quarter mile, half a mile up from the last spot?
Half a mile, and we are literally right on the edge of downtown as well. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that we're literally on the edge of downtown Kirkland, but it feels like a world away.
It's not like downtown Bellevue or downtown Seattle where you've got a bunch of high rises, right? This again feels way more residential and relaxed and just new. Everything is so clean and pristine. So since we're here, we'll show you actually what it's like to live in one of these waterfront condos. We've got a property over here that's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's on the market for 1.6 million. So we'll go check that out. So what's cool about this particular building is it's got moorage. So if you have a boat, you can park your boat right here. That doesn't get much better. Like, that is waterfront living. And all of these properties have really nice big view balconies. And then we're even getting closer to the Marina Park area. Come on in, welcome to Lakeside Living, right on the waterfront, unit 309. This unit is spectacular. It's south facing, there's 2 balconies. First of all, this entire kitchen has been updated. We've got high-end appliances, updated countertops, massive amounts of storage. Right now there's no furniture in here, but you can imagine just having a really nice open space, perfect for entertaining. And this is the killer selling point of this property. We've got 2 balconies. When you step out here, this balcony is fully covered and enclosed. It's got these awesome sliders here, so you can enjoy it year-round. Then you step out and take a look at that downtown Seattle view that you're looking at. And then when you want a little more fresh air and you want that direct view, this is your outdoor covered balcony, but fully open and exposed. So right now it's not even 55 degrees probably out. It's a beautiful spring day and it feels amazing. You could literally just like jump right into the lake from here. I wouldn't do it, but you probably could if you wanted to. All right, and let me quickly show you the rest of the space, because you've got 2 really good sized bedrooms. This one over here, large closets. Again, look at that view, nice big windows overlooking the balcony. Updated remodeled bath in here. And then your primary suite. More spacious with a direct view of downtown Seattle and that beautiful lake, sun facing. Seriously, one of the best units I've seen come available here in Kirkland. You should come check it out today. All right, Justin, this is what I'm talking about here. This is lakefront living. So
over lake living.
Over the lake living. Essentially, the water is right here. So what's cool about this unit, it's the top floor unit, unit 309. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,100 square feet. And we are facing south.
It's amazing. And I mean, I think one of the true features of this place that just knocks it out of the park for me is its proximity. Like, you're literally a 2-minute walk from all the restaurants and shops and whatnot right in downtown Kirkland.
One of my favorite streets here by the marina, downtown Kirkland. You've got anything and everything you could imagine when it comes to food, coffee, dessert. They often block off this street,
you have your dessert,
right?
And you can go and have a little workout.
Good old F45.
Yeah. But to clarify, this is Park Lane, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Park Lane.
We're on Park Lane, exactly.
Very walkable.
Yeah. This is what you're talking about when you said it almost feels like a California city a little bit.
Totally.
Okay, it's not beachfront right now, but we're talking about an outdoor lifestyle here in Seattle with all this fabulous outdoor seating.
Totally. And you know, it's one of the other things that's really fascinating about downtown Kirkland in general is you know, these beautiful boutique shops. You know, this Sweet Cakes Bakery. Like, these are things that you'll only see in a place like Kirkland.
Yeah.
But the walkability is huge around here. Just, you know, it doesn't feel like it's overly rushed.
No. So that's another thing, is you're working downtown and you're in this area, you have like an incredible walkable lifestyle. You can kind of barely see the towers underneath. So that's what's cool about Kirkland. They haven't gone to like full on high rises, you know, but you've got some 6, 7-story towers.
Downtown Kirkland kind of has a bit of everything.
Exactly.
There's parks over here, like the ball fields over here too. Which is really cool.
The Cultural Arts Center, right, as well.
I mean, who doesn't love the Wing Dome right over there? Come on.
Classic Wing Dome. Yep. 4 alarms. That's the way to go. So yeah, there you go. Wanted to make sure we captured this for our guests here and for our audience, because it's really an iconic part of this downtown area.
Totally.
Now we're in the neighborhoods, right? This is just northeast of the marina where we were at, just a few blocks north of Kirkland Urban. So this will give you an idea of what a neighborhood vibe is like this close to downtown Kirkland. We'll give you an idea of price point, where we're generally going to be looking at 1,000 a square foot. To give you some perspective, some of these beautiful homes up here, right, are 3,000 square foot homes, roughly about $3 million. So I want to give you an idea of the value of this property over here. This little house here just sold for $2 million. So it's sold in the fall. Clearly it's going to either a home builder who's going to build their dream home, or a developer who's going to do something awesome with it. Look how quiet and peaceful it is, Justin.
Yeah, a lot of beautiful homes that have been built over the last, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Some of them brand new, some of them, a little bit more established. But
yeah, these are all single family.
All very different, right? Yeah. They're not cookie cutter.
Absolutely stunning, beautiful homes. So if you can afford this area, you've got all the walkability, yet the peacefulness of this beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah, a lot of the houses in this area are a little bit larger.
Yeah.
Obviously you have something like this that's a little bit smaller, but most of these houses are kind of in that, 3,000 to 4,500 square foot range, and the price points are gonna, dictate that. So.
Yeah, but yeah, absolutely stunning.
Looks like a 4-car garage.
4,000 square feet, probably.
At least.
$3.5 million. Yeah. There you go. Look at this one. This one is just a beautiful Northwest contemporary.
Yeah.
Absolutely love the use of the brick and the wood. Elevated corner lot. You're gonna have some views.
And you got to remember, this is all within about a 10-minute walk of downtown Kirkland right now.
Yeah.
So quiet and peaceful.
I could live here.
I think we all could.
Yeah. I like this area because to me it offers a balance of kind of residential peace and quiet, but access to all the amenities and the action going downtown.
Totally.
And I'm fine if it ends at 10 o'clock. That's a big difference from, where I used to be. Let's go. All right. Well, so to remind everybody that we're in the beautiful evergreen state of Washington, and we're not just all about downtown water and restaurants and shops. We're here at Juanita Bay Park. Over 100 acres of preserved wetlands, a bird sanctuary, animal sanctuary. Very cool. And how long? What did it take us? 5 minutes to drive from Marina
Correct.
From the marina. So yeah, huge area of urban trails, takes you all the way down to the water. So yeah, right over there is Juanita Beach Park, where it's awesome. Lifeguards, total hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if we walk here, you can see how peaceful and quiet it is.
Lots of great open, expansive spaces too.
Yeah.
And, you know, you get lots of different wildlife and birds that you get here.
Right, and this is the beauty of moving to the Pacific Northwest, specifically our area here in Seattle, Kirkland, Bellevue. Like, it's phenomenal. I'm just getting relaxed just walking here.
Yeah, directly south of here is where you get into West of Market. And West of Market is, you know, really the elite properties in all of Kirkland. So West of Market's really cool because you get a mixture of, you know, a little bit of the benefits of Juanita, but then you also get a little bit benefits of, you know, getting closer to downtown and
West of Market,
the Marina
are
Park.
big estates. Yeah.
Oh, very much so.
Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Park, a swimming beach, lifeguards. This place is popping in the summer. Yeah, it's already busy now and it's a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, and you've obviously got the beach volleyball courts, you know, you've got the walkway around. Yeah, just super, you know, unique spot for the city of Kirkland. You know, you can actually rent kayaks and canoes and whatnot over here as well. And the best part is Juanita is actually a pretty, you know, growing area in the sense that there's a lot of businesses and shops and restaurants just really close. You know, one of the nicest restaurants in the entire city is Cafe Juanita, just around the corner. Yeah, I mean, it's very well established, but at the same time, you know, it's kind of just, you know, continuing to develop and change over the years. So.
Yeah. I mean, Cafe Juanita is on my list and has previously won James Beard Awards. So, but yeah, it's you know, with Seattle and the whole Seattle East Side area growing so much, you know, the places to live just keep expanding and growing and developing. It's not a little sleepy little Juanita Beach town like it used to be.
No.
Yeah, incredibly desirable, more affordable price points. Still though, if you're looking at single family, you're probably looking at closer to like $1.5 million average price point.
$1.5 million, $2 million.
Yeah, $1.5 million to $2 million. Just depends, right?
Depends,
the closer we are to this area, which is also the closer we are to downtown Kirkland, it's going to be pricier. And as we head east towards Interstate 405, right, we're going to get into other areas here that are a little bit more, you know, affordable, but you're still in fantastic school districts. That's the key.
And as you get further north as well, that's where you get into areas like Finn Hill and getting up towards Kenmore. You know, you can find pockets that are much more affordable as well.
Yeah, love it. I mean, look at this place, right? We don't have a lot of beaches. So for those of you who are watching who are from other states, like, we do not have a lot of like true beaches here, and by definition, this is considered a beach here in Seattle. So yeah, you're not going to get those white sand beaches that you might be used to somewhere else.
But what you're not going to find, what you're going to find here versus other places, is pan around here and you can see all the vegetation. We're once again beginning of April right now. It's in the springtime still. But you can see the fact that, you know, a lot of these trees are starting to get their leaves back, and it really is an absolutely stunning time of year around here.
It's phenomenal, right? Yeah, and there we are again, just everywhere.
Downtown
Seattle, off in the distance.
Yeah, you got some brave kids here that are jumping in the lake already.
Yeah.
That lake's not very warm right now, but
no.
Come July and August, it'll be like bathwater.
But when you're a kid, it doesn't matter. You're not in school. You're just here to play. So yeah, great spot for families. Juanita Beach. Yeah, you want to walk that way? Yeah.
Just walk this way.
Oh yeah, I agree. Let's get a little more peaceful. We're gonna take Bob and Nicole out to margaritas at Little Water Cantina.
There you go.
Now that they're in the East Lake neighborhood. They're really close to Serafina though. That's where they are.
Well, Serafina's the restaurant in the back, right?
it's the one facing.
It's the one on
Chiquetti
the front. Chiquetti, that's the one.
Is the one in the back, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these condos here, remember having some clients that were looking at these, and some of them actually have ground level units where you can walk right out. It's as if you're right on the lake.
Yeah, yeah. These are cool. We've had a client buy one, and then we've sold one here. We also have, I have a close friend who, they have a house and their kids are out, and then they have this, and they spend all their time here.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're looking at the water, and it's so you know, peaceful over here.
Totally.
So yeah, it's such a great little walkable area. Nice little boardwalk. So fun.
Yeah.
So we get away from the playground. Yeah.
It's super peaceful.
It's a little bit more quiet.
You can
here.
hear the birds.
Still got the beach here. Yeah. Forbes. Do you know anything about the Forbes family?
I don't. I know there's Forbes Creek, if I'm not mistaken, which is just on the other side of the Juanita Bay Park.
Some insider information are the Forbes were a big part of the development over here, hence Forbes Creek.
No, in Juanita.
Okay. In this area. I just made that up.
Did you really?
I did.
Now that's funny.
But I bet it's right. I'll bet it's right. Cool. All right. Good stuff.
Yeah. You actually had someone who bought one of these?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a long time ago. I think before you, pre you.
Yeah, I had some clients that were very interested because it was, I mean, literally these bottom ground floor units are really cool.
Yeah, so now that we're leaving the beach, right, overlooking here, it's like, what is this called? Juanita, is it called Juanita Village?
Yep.
Yeah, so Juanita Village, nice little development there. Definitely modernized it with more housing, but it's newer. Lots of good restaurants.
Yeah, you got some apartments through there and definitely some shops and restaurants and whatnot.
Yeah, it used to be just a tiny little, like one-story little strip mall.
Totally.
And now look at it.
Yeah, right here, just outside of Juanita Drive is Midnight Cookie Company. I've got a friend who owns that place. And, this one location here is just a tiny little, almost like a coffee stand.
Yeah,
right here. Super, super cool place.
That's pretty cool. Midnight Cookie Company.
Yep.
I think I recall, right? They stay open late, hence the name Midnight Cookie Company.
Do. And they actually, big part of their business is they do deliveries to, you know, certain places where, you know, essentially college students would want to go ahead and get their late night cookies.
They're on Uber Eats, you know, after smoking or taking some legal edibles and weed and marijuana in here. They're hungry, they need some midnight cookies.
Yeah.
Hence Midnight Cookie Company.
Yep, you got
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what he needed one time. And he said,
I should ask him.
He said I should start a cookie company.
I should ask him. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. That's the power of, you know, filling a need. Being a true entrepreneur.
Yeah, well, especially when you opened it during COVID too.
Yeah.
It was really good timing because the deliveries were really the only way to keep the business going. So.
Yeah, I totally remember. So, awesome. We've made it all the way from the southwest corner of Kirkland on the waterfront over to the northeast part of Kirkland, and we are in Totem Lake. What a transformation, right? 1970s, failing mall, no vibe to it at all. Property value is not that great. And then a huge investment in this entire development has escalated property values and made this a desirable place to live.
Yeah, what did you say, a $500 million revitalization of this area? And Totem Lake as a whole, you know, is really a very commercial area, but it's helping support a lot of this northeast Kirkland even Redmond, Woodinville, you know, just a huge source of infrastructure for the area. One of the reasons I love coming here, we got Trader Joe's just over here. Right behind us, we've got the movie theater, which is a really cool Cinemark theater. But yeah, really a lot of awesome shops and restaurants, and it's got a really cool vibe to it now.
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, right? The architecture, the development is attractive. It's just kind of a place you want to go and hang out at.
Yeah.
So this has become a northeast commercial hub. Like you said, that feeds in all these areas.
Totally.
So that's pretty cool. Well, why don't we walk around a little bit so people can get a sense for the vibe? And while we're at it too, let's just talk about the surrounding neighborhoods so people will know what it's like to live if they're close to Totem Lake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and to get to that point, I mean, I'd mentioned Kingsgate earlier, and Kingsgate is a neighborhood that's very similar to parts of Juanita. Homes are going to be a little bit more modest, but at the same time, you know, still highly desirable because of the central proximity to Bellevue or to Microsoft. We're closer to Microsoft here as well,
good
right?
Point.
So,
good point.
You know, it does provide a lot of that, you know, flexibility and lifestyle, and giving people the, you know, the urban nature that they're looking for, but with not being in the middle of the city.
Right.
It's a little bit more suburban here,
well,
but
like you said, easy access to everywhere, right? Because you got 405 right there.
Correct.
So you can hop right on. Head south to Bellevue, you'll be in the heart of downtown Bellevue, or Microsoft area, Redmond, and all the tech development that's over there, or you can go north. Right?
Well, and you're even 10 minutes from here to the wineries in Woodinville. Maybe
now we're talking, Justin.
Maybe 15 minutes.
Now
right?
we're talking. So yeah, Woodinville, right?
There's a place that you're well familiar with, is Lady Yum.
Lady Yum, a good friend owns Lady Yum, and it is the best, absolute, delicious desserts.
Yeah, but you can just see the types of establishments here. You know, many of them are chain oriented, but they're still much more, I don't know, a little bit more upscale.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, I don't know a lot of these places. I understand there are some chain places here.
Totally.
But Silver Lake Ramen, that's catching my eye, Justin.
There you go.
What else do we got?
Yeah, it's got a very similar vibe to what you'd find at U Village. You know, very similar feel.
This is wild.
You got Serious Pie, Stacked 571.
It is, yeah.
The 203 Fahrenheit Coffee Company here.
It's U Village 2.0, I suppose, right?
Yeah. And you can also see above here, we've got tons of apartments. And so the residential component of Totem Lake has become extremely popular because this entire area that we are standing in right now is 100% supporting a residential lifestyle. You got, once again, you got Trader Joe's just around the corner. You got a bookstore. You've got, you know, clothing stores. You got restaurants. You got the movie theater. You know, you've got hospitals just on the north end of Totem Lake here.
Evergreen.
Yeah.
Everything's here. So did you know there's a statistic that if you see a Whole Foods that's going to pop up in the area, you should immediately invest? So
I did not know that.
Whole Foods was an anchor of this whole Totem Lake development. So once you know Whole Foods is going up, if you want to invest in real estate, that's when you jump in. Yeah. Everything is so nice and new. I mean, this is so cool. You got a little outdoor covered space.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is actually really busy year round. A lot of people tend to go and go to the movies here, and people sit out here waiting. This Salt and Straw is constantly busy.
This is in your neighborhood, right, Justin? I mean, not in your neighborhood, but you're in Kenmore,
I'm
right?
like 12, 15 minutes from here.
But for perspective, right, you're coming here, and you're 15 minutes away.
Yeah,
so it's like a destination spot for people, too.
Totally.
Maynard, that sounds
Can I
great.
buy you some ice cream?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
We should buy our photographer, videographer some ice cream,
Let's
too.
Let's do that, too.
Sounds good. Look at this. Not even hardly a line. So everybody knows about Salt and Straw right now, right? What do you like about Salt and Straw?
Oh, the smell. That's what I like.
Waffle cone smell.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
No.
You know, their flavors are so creative. Like, interesting stuff, right? It's like, are we eating a fruit plate or are we eating ice cream?
Yeah.
Why not both? If I'm crazy, I might get a chocolate malted potato chip cupcake.
the sea salt with caramel ribbons.
Yeah. Okay, bye. Thank you. This is delicious.
Right here.
Ah, right here. Let's go. So Salt and Straw is the perfect way to cap off an awesome day showing everybody around Kirkland. Beautiful, it's a Friday afternoon, it's a spring day. This is what living in our community, our area is all about. And this Totem Lake area is just kind of blowing my mind at the development, right? When you know our original famous superstar chef, before chefs became superstars, Tom Douglas is opening a spot here. It's got to be a good spot too.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of, I mean, what you're going to see here in Totem Lake is a lot of the very well-known places. Like there's a Lululemon store there. I mean, that's a good example. I mean, the fact that Salt and Straw is here. I mean, this is actually really the hub of Totem Lake. This is a big hangout area. People kind of socialize here. You got the restaurants that are kind of surrounding it. You got the movie theater. You got the apartments above. You know, it's just a really great spot to enjoy.
Yeah, perfect. Urban, desirable, a lot of action going on, a lot of different housing options, everything close with and by, great employment areas. So big contrast a little bit to downtown Kirkland on the waterfront where we started, right? But it just shows the diversity of Kirkland. So we hope you guys had a good time enjoying a little bit of Kirkland. There is so much more to learn about it. So I'm Maynard Wagner, this is Justin Day. We're part of the Wagner Real Estate Group in Seattle. We love helping people learn about the different areas and neighborhoods in our city. So if we can help you, please reach out to us. We hope you found some value in it. So if you did, please like, subscribe, comment. We'd appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.